video. Hi guys, on this video I'm going to be testing out this foundation. I'm going to be telling you exactly how it works on my skin. My skin is oily, acne prone, sensitive skin with large pores. So let's see if this foundation it's a keeper or if this foundation it's not my fave. So just keep on watching. Well, it is hard for me to find my holy grail foundation. Why? Because my skin sometimes may not like a foundation from Tilbury, and I was excited to actually try out their foundation since I didn't hear so much about it, but it's not that new at all. But I do like that it says that it's going to be a full coverage. It's demi matte. I do like a demi matte look. It's going to be long-lasting foundation. It's going to be enriched with hyaluronic acid, and it's going to be concentrated with power of vitamin C, so your skin will look moisturized, it's going to be dewy, and your pores will appear minimized. So once I saw those claims, I'm like, this is for me, because I know matte is best for me because I have oily skin, but I don't like how the matte looks on my skin because I have acne scars. So sometimes it just kind of like shows it a lot more. But when it says demi, I do like that, so it won't look so glowy either, because I have oily skin, so the oils tend to show after a few hours of wear. I do like that it's a full coverage, and I also like that it has hyaluronic acid in it to help your skin look more moisturized. And it does say that it has a little power up there for vitamin C, so it does have some good ingredients in there. My first take on this, I'm going to be very honest, the first time I tried this foundation, it was with shade 6. And once I tried the basics, the shade 6, I didn't like how it looks. It was very pale on me. I did make it work, but I just felt like it was too light for me. And so now I'm trying 8. I feel like it's a little dark on me now, but I feel like it was the closest one, so you still make it work. So I feel like in the range on the shade is not a plus at all, and I feel like there's a big difference in there. There's nothing in between, so I will have to probably buy 6 and buy 8 and kind of mix it to make it work for me. So for that, I'm not liking that on that sense. I do like that it's full coverage, but I feel like I have to apply more in order for me to have a full coverage. But one of the things that I do like about this foundation is that I do like how my skin looks with this foundation. At first, when I apply the brush, it does seem like the foundation is setting in there, but once I use the sponge, it does feel like it looks so much better and more uniform. The only thing I don't like I mentioned, is that I have to use more product to have that full foundation look on me, especially for me to cover those areas that are so imperfect, that is showing through, that is dark spots on my skin. So for that, I don't know about that you have to use more product, but overall I do like this foundation. That's why I really wanted to continue with another video. I deleted the video that I did before because I wanted to give it another try using a different shade. The price, it is a little high up there. The price is usually you see 38, 39, 40. This one I believe it was 44, so it's a little bit higher, at least on the price point. But you are getting a product that is offering more benefits in there. It does has SPF. It's very light on the SPF, but at least has some type of coverage. So what I'm going to do is show you exactly my skin, how it looks like with no makeup on. I'm going to start applying the makeup on. I'm going to be talking to you how it feels and what I'm using to apply the foundation and what are my overall impression as I apply it. So just keep on watching. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my final results, so you know exactly my thoughts on this foundation, if this is something that I regret purchasing, or if this is a foundation that I really like, that I'm starting to warm up to, that I really like, and why I like this foundation, especially with the type of skin that I have. So just keep on watching. And this brush is, I love how it looks on my skin. I feel like with the sponge usually just grab and it just removes a little bit of the product. So this is already expensive, so I do like how the brush does apply, and it keeps a lot of the foundation in my face. So I'm just going to apply a little bit. Look how thick it is. It's just, it doesn't even move at all. It's crazy, right? So I noticed that once I was applying it, it does take a while for it to cover. though I use the brush here, you can see that the brush, it does feel like it's sitting on my face. It doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't look like it's smooth in my skin, versus this one with the sponge. I feel like I like more how it looks on my skin, even though you can see the coverage is a lot lighter, but it does feel like it's more a flow of my skin, versus here feels a little bit more like it's sitting on top of it. So what I'm going to do is apply more the foundation on both sides using the sponge. I normally like to use a sponge to finish the look after I use the brush, to make sure that it's more flawless and more uniform in my skin. But I really wanted to do this another try, because there's so many good things about this foundation. I do like the coverage. The only thing I didn't really like at first was that I felt like I had to do exactly what you're seeing right now. I had to apply more product in order for me to have that nice coverage, because I do need a full coverage. There's some days maybe I could do medium coverage, but I have so many things going on and so many imperfections that I do like more of a full coverage. And it's funny how this one today looks a little bit more yellowish. The tone looks more yellow on me today, so it's just crazy that I did change the shade. Foundation using the brush here, and on this side I only use the sponge, but then I just put the sponge on this section. I'm just going to apply a little bit more to kind of like cover that, and any spots that I see that needs coverage. So what I'm going to do is finish applying the rest of my makeup. Start with the concealer, so just keep on watching. When I first started applying this foundation, my first impression with this foundation was I feel like I could still see through a lot of imperfections from my skin, and so because of it, I wasn't too happy with it. I wasn't happy that I had to continue applying more foundation on to give me that full coverage. And I also used the sponge, so I felt like with the sponge and even with the brush, the consistency of it was very thick, so it wasn't applying smoothly on my skin. So I felt like just applying the product, it was too thick. Though too, I had to apply setting spray first. At least the setting spray, the primer water actually did help on my skin, and it was interesting because my skin is now dry. So for that, I felt like I had to find some ways first so it could blend a lot better. Once I used the shade number 8, I felt like it applied a lot better. I like how it covers so much of my skin, and I did like how my skin looked. It did give me exactly what it claims. It is giving me a matte feel, but a soft dewy. So I was happy with that. With the pores, I do feel like my pores do look a lot better. I do feel like my skin is looking, I won't say flawless because my skin is so imperfect and there's so much to see, but versus other foundation that I have tried, I do like how my skin looks. It does seem a little heavy when you see, you could tell I'm wearing makeup on, but it doesn't feel heavy at all. It does hold for a long time. The oils hold for a long time as well, so I was able to wear this foundation and not worry that it's not going to hold for a long time or it's going to come off. I do like also that once you apply it, it does set quick, you know. It does, maybe that's why I have problems once I applied it, because it does set and it dry quickly, so you have to be a little bit faster. Maybe that was the reason why, because today when I was testing, it was like, well, it's already dry, so I was surprised about that. And I kind of do like that from the foundation. I don't like a foundation when it takes long for it to dry, because I feel like I have to wait longer for me to continue applying everything else. If not, it's gonna kind of like remove. So I do like that from this foundation. So I don't regret purchasing. I did regret purchasing at first, but right now I don't, because the more I have used it, the more I notice that I do like how it looks on my skin. I've comparing it to other foundations too. I like how the pores looks so much better, and even the acne scars too. I do like that it looks more uniform, and it does make my skin look so much better and healthier. And I also like that it has a little bit at least of SPF there, and it has hyaluronic acid, and it has a little bit of vitamin C, so it does have a lot of benefits to the foundation. So I hope you enjoyed this video, this impression, and I wanted to share with you exactly how my take has been with this product. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye.